Welcome back to Blast Guys Reviews and part 2 of the G.I. Joe Transformer crossover Soundwave Thunder Machine. Hope you guys checked out part 1. Try to create an unboxing experience for you, and we took a look at Soundwave in his robot mode and Ravage in his cassette mode. In part 2, we're taking a look at the Thunder Machine in alt mode, basically. Ravage in Panther mode, and we'll take a look at the Dreadnok, Zartan, and Zarana. So join me in this review. So here we go. In front of us we do have the Dreadnok Thunder Machine or Soundwave alt mode. He's definitely the same size as the vintage, the best I can remember. Pretty nice. The color's a little more vibrant. The blue's a little brighter. The red is definitely brighter than the maroon that we're used to seeing from the the vintage. Soundwave is pretty much hidden. There's not much to see in Thunder Machine mode for Soundwave, so that's good for me because this is pretty much my Thunder Machine. So here's the side of it. Some of the features here are the stars. We do have the Cobra head with the lightning bolt. We do have this number system here. These are all painted on or tampoed. This is able to be raised. It's on a hinge, which is pretty cool. You can definitely see the tabs. I wish they had more of the car looking tires for the front than the back. These are plastic tires, not rubber. They do roll very well. The tabs here for 2 Dreadnoks or Cobra members, pretty good. I think we pretty much nailed it. There's a blue light there on the top. You can see a little light there on the bottom, just under that foot panel. So far on this, I would just wish the that spoke rim look, and this was smaller or non-existent, or maybe a hubcap in there. It would be kind of a little better in my opinion. But let's take a look at the other side and see what we got. It's pretty much the same as the side we just looked at, but to show you, over here we do have that painted there on the engine. Same tampos, pretty much same features. But on the side we do have the antenna here, which is fantastic because the one vintage one is, once you put it in, it was in there. This one you can take out for storage purposes. Don't have to worry about getting bent if you put it in a box or whatever you do with it. So that's really nice as a kind of an update. Pretty cool. So for the top of it, the back, you can see the engine, danger, how that all came together. Transformation was kind of not too bad. Getting the back to snap together like as a photo was the most irritating part. There's a bit of lights here on the back in red. There's a tow hook right there for an SMS. And then we have the blue lights with some silver there on the back. You can see if the characters were inside or not. Pretty cool. For the top part of it, the canopy, you can see pretty much the red here, the black Cobra insignia, the yellow lights, the clear, that's not clear, silver and the blue there. And then you can see the business end of this thing with the dual Gatling guns and the bell-fed ammunition. Wish it was black. It's more on a silverish side. And then the cage on the front is pretty cool. And then we have the front. We have the blue lights painted in. It's like a Pontiac maybe logo there. It's pretty nice. Some grills there for the most part. The bottom of this thing is pretty much all you can see is Soundwave. And you can see you actually can store your Ravage in there if you don't want to lose him and have access to him. Or you can store weapons in there if you want to, do that. That's not a bad idea. At least that's all you really see of the figures. Now, let's take a look at Ravage. Here he is, all transformed, and that's how he compares with the Thunder Machine. he's blue. Basically a masterpiece version of Ravage. This is Rocket's Decepticon insignia there. A little red on his legs. This is head. Top of him. Bottom. He does have some articulation. His mouth doesn't move, but the head moves up and down. But it gives you get away from that, like that shorter look. Once you start doing that, kind of goes up and down. These are on a ball joint, as you can see. They will rotate 360 all around on both front legs. There's a joint here and a joint at the paw. So you can get however you want him to stand. The hind legs, basically here at this joint, and a bend, and then the paw joint. So you can get some posability out of the figure. His tail goes up and down. Obviously because the top folds in the transformation mode. But you can give him that, pouncing look. Or any other poses you want to come out of. It's pretty cool. This is a blue version. I prefer the black, but I have my masterpiece one. It looks like pretty much the same thing, but just don't have it. It's packed away for now. So space, you guys know how that is. All right, so there you go. And we'll go ahead and take these guys away, and we're going to take a look at the Dreadnoks, and I'll bring these guys back later to see how they fit. Alright, so here's the carded Zartan. He's an unpunched card. Zartan the enemy, that beautiful G.I.Joe logo. The artwork is just terrible in my opinion. Here is some of the accessories. You can see through the clamshell Zartan. It's pretty good. That artwork is just goofy. I mean, we have that floating face there. It's just weird. On the back of the car, we have that beautiful artwork of the Thunder Machine with Zartan and Zarana. Not having Thrasher in this is just unsettling in my opinion. And there's the ugly file card. Guess something that you guys really want to see is what it says for the American English version, and there you go. And the car stock on both Zarana and Zartan are garbage. It's pretty much, unless you're putting these in a star case, you're not gonna, and you get these in decent condition. They're gonna be hard to maintain if you want to keep them in the package. I don't care about that because to me there's no value, because it's not just, it's, the card stock is terrible. The white trim is missing, so I'm gonna go ahead and get him out of the package, and we will take a look at him. Alright, so I trying to take off the card. I do keep my file cards. I might keep that picture of the Thunder Machine. Thunder Machine is pretty cool. But the first thing that falls out is a traditional stand in black. It's kind of light on the accessories. Wish maybe had his Swamp Skier maybe, or Thrasher. I mean, for $100, I mean, what are we getting here? If it wasn't for me needing a Thunder Machine, I probably would have waited. But I didn't want to miss. I got that FOMO on this one, guys. Fear of missing out because I didn't have a Thunder Machine. And I really am relatively irritated at Hasbro because I love 1/18 scale figures. It's what they're just treating them like dog shit, in my opinion, because of the G.I.Joe Classified, which is a fantastic line. And I do support that line, so I'm not saying anything bad about it. I do love the Classified line and the QC issues, but just wish we could have both, like Black Series and Vintage. Is all I'm saying. Here is Zartan. Looks pretty nice. Brown hood, black Ultimate Warrior paint. The green eyes, pretty nice. This is more silverish, and then we have the black shoulder pads, the black trim around his vest. Over the top, there's the back peg hole. I'm actually seeing two different flesh tones on the arm. Here and out to the elbow, you have a different flesh tone. Brown pants, black belt, black thigh pads, black boots. I like the sculpting in the boots. It looks pretty decent. I don't like the black joints in the pants. It's offsetting. So this basically standard articulation, I think. You have a rotation there. It's kind of stuck. Not going to force it. $100 toy. Rotation there at 360. They raise it about that far because of the shoulder pads hitting the arm. Bicep rotation is there. You see that 2 different skin tones there. Single joint elbow, no wrist. O-ring, obviously, what they claim is the food grade and it's going to last longer. In case you need a snack. Here we have the, actually, there's that rear wing kickback from the, there you go. Be careful. Split that much. If you want to run away after the Joes show up, 90-degree knee bend. Nothing in the lower legs, obviously. Just kind of a recreation, if you will, of the vintage Zartan. Obviously, the change in the little bit of colors and the tones, the flesh tones. He does have a backpack. And it has that plastic hinge, so you're going to be very careful if you don't want those stress marks. You can, if you open this thing up, and then you can put his mask in there for storage. This is a face with a beard. And then to put this on him, I think you just kind of like mash it, which I'm not a fan of doing because I don't really care too much about this gimmick under his hood. So I just don't want to ruin my figure, but you get the idea, right? Kind of just mash it up under and it kind of holds with friction. And then for storage, you just stick it inside there, I believe. Shut the case. And then we can store it on Zartan's back, if that's what you desire. In the cartoon, you can see Zartan with the backpack a whole lot. Here's a pistol. A little tiny baby pistol. Very small. Sadly, it's been a while since I got to play with a new 1/18 scale figure, so it kind of feels like early Christmas. You know, it's only November. And he holds it quite well. It looks like there's actually a drill, maybe barrel on that. Maybe not. Pretty cool. And then stand. Oh yeah, fits real nice on a stand. So there's your Zartan, guys. If you understand earrings, you like earrings, you know what you're looking at. So I'm not going to even. The only thing I have, I just don't like the black here on his pants, and then 2 flesh tones on his lower arm and his upper arm. That's the only 2 issues I have with this figure itself, because I know what I'm getting in the O-ring, and it's kind of what we all sort of made G.I.Joe as a 1/18 scale of our American Hero line. So, alright, so there's Zartan. Let's go ahead and get Zarana and take a look at her. Alright guys, so here's Zartan's sister, Zarana's card. Same card, stock garbage. This artwork is a lot better than Zartan's. It looks fantastic. Zarana the enemy, the accessories, the figure in the bubble. Looks great. Artwork looks on point. And of course, on the back here we have the Thunder Machine. Looks fantastic. Zarana's 5 language flower card. That does not look fantastic. There's the English, so if you want to read what it says, pause and read that. Our beautiful Real American Hero logo. Very cool. Okay, they kind of look the same deal. Stand fell out. Traditional stand. We should know what we're getting with her because she still has a backpack in her. Okay. Saw blade. That's really in there. One thing you gotta be careful when you're taking this out. Remember from back in a kid, you're in a hurry to get them out and you kind of bend that piece right there. So I am going to head get some scissors and cut that out so that doesn't happen to me now. Alright, so here's our Zorana. She looks really good. Colors are more vibrant than the original. The hair isn't as pink as you would think. More, I don't know what color is that. It's like a reddish, pinkish hair. Head sculpt is pretty good. Her pink half shirt. Then she has her black gauntlets over her gloves. She has a tattoo of a dragon. Looks pretty good. Blue pants, brown belt, brown knife sleeve on her thigh. The gold handle knife that's just aesthetic. It's just sculpted on. Then she has her brown knee pads going to the top of her black boots with that stirrup around the bottom of her foot there. Other than that, that's pretty much, our Zorana. Looks pretty cool. There's that black inside these blue pants. That's irritating. Her head is on a ball. Well, maybe. Just a pegged head, I guess. It will rotate if you force it. Stiff. A little back and forth. Camera's getting all blurry. Sorry about that. Arms raise up right there. And then stop. Rotation 360. Single jointed 90-degree elbow. Nothing in her wrist. She has an O-ring, which will give you a side-to-side, back and forth. And her sitting is better than Zartan. Be very careful with these splits. Split that way, and then 90-degree knee bend. Is it nothing any ankles? So what we're used to seeing, and for Zorana, let's go ahead and stick her on her stand so she doesn't irritate me. Pig holes in the feet. See how it fits. That's a big hole. I'm missing it. There we go. Then we have the backpack. It's a black. Hollow out inside. That waffle crap I hate. Especially if you can see it. It's not too bad then since I can't see it, so it kind of fits. Then she has her gun. I didn't plastic stress my gun. These are actually somewhat hard. There's some flexibility in them. A bit in the gun there. And then, let's see here. Gotta be very careful. We don't break off our thumbs. Crotch and thumbs are the plague of our vintage figures. If you guys collected those when you were younger or even now. She holds it really well. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I like that. So let's bring in her brother, Zartan. And there's a comparison of the two. Looks pretty good. There's the back of them, all geared up, ready to take on the Joes. Cool. All they need is Thrasher to bring his Thunder Machine. Oh no, we don't have Thrasher. Who would have thought we don't have Thrasher with a Dreadnok Thunder Machine? Only today's Hasbro team. Okay, so here they are with Ravage. So you can kind of compare us with them. Looks pretty good. Overall, side comparison. And height, that's what you get. And like I said, you do get this flexible leash for Ravage, which made it look cool when they had that statue. If you guys remember that Baroness statue with the Ravage, that was beautiful. But putting Ravage on a chain leash, that's not going to work out very well for you. And you obviously can put that in their hands. On whatever Joe you want to try to restrain Ravage. Alright, let's go ahead and bring in the Thunder Machine and take a look at him. Okay, here we are. Well, Thunder Machine minus Thrasher. I guess they understands, but it's not going to matter a whole lot. Kind of give you an idea how they look. Looks pretty good. So I guess the $1 million question is, do they fit inside the Thunder Machine? I'm betting that any of the 50th anniversary Joes, any of the more modern Joes, that's more on the 4-inch side, you're going to have a hard time probably getting Joes into the Thunder Machine. But I don't have any at this point to try, but we'll take a look and see how much space is in there, at least give you a rough idea what to expect. So you can choose who you want to drive. Do you want Zorana to drive? Do you want... Now you have the choice of trying to get them in the side here, like the Dukes of Hazzard. You guys remember Dukes of Hazzard? And see how they feel. I want to do this because it's like more of taking the canopy up to getting them in, which may have to be well, maybe, because you might think you're definitely not going to get no modern figure in here, because I need to probably get the right angle, and I'm probably going to have to use the canopy method. So got to unhinge. Hold on 1 second. Got to unhinge the top pieces like this, basically, and then it just comes out as whole, just pegged in. And you can see inside there, the cylinder was painted same color as the okay, so there is room in there, I think, for the straight legs instead of bending the knees. Let's see how the canopy turns out. Maybe. Seems like I'm hitting something under there. Maybe we do have to bend them. Yeah, it kind of sits a little better in there. And then, obviously, we're just going to bring these down. Well, Zoltan's got to be pushed forward a little bit. It's definitely sitting a little higher than I think he's supposed to be, because something's stopping this from going down. Alright, so I had to take it off camera for a sec. That platform that they stand on that falls down underneath there is kind of in the way. You can see how tight. What's happening here is a couple things. Is Zartan's O-ring is, he doesn't want to sit 90 degrees. He kind of pushes him up when you push down on him. But then that plate that's there now from the for the transformation for him to stand on is kind of in the way. There's no really headroom there. But if you just put it in, you push down on Zartan, you can get him in there, no sweat. No sweat. Actually, pain in the ass, but there they are. There's Zorana inside, and then how he looks like the mask car. And then you put down the doors, and that's what they look like inside the Thunder Machine. Oh yeah, so there it is. It can be done, guys. It can be done. And then if you're just in your G.I. Joe mode, you don't want to do the Transformers, you got a Thunder Machine, you got a Zartan, you got a Zorana, or you can go ahead and just add Ravage hanging on the back or something like this without his chain, obviously, if you want to do that. And then you still can store this massive blade if you want to use this somehow into your Joe storyline. Not sure who can hold that, maybe Road Pig, and if you want to go that far, which everything is a pain in the butt anymore. If everything would just flow nicely, it would be wonderful. But we don't live in a world things flow nicely anymore. Okay. Well, I'll just pop that door off. This is relatively irritating. This is where it stores on in robot mode, so it fits there. There you go. So you can store that on there if you want that aesthetic. And take all that off. And you can put Ravage wherever you want. Like so. Pretty cool. Alright, so to finish up here, here's a look with Megatron. How they compare. Pretty cool. I think he might be a little bit dusty because he sits here on my display for a while. But yeah, it fits perfect scale. There's a Thunder Machine, his tank, Megatron. Pretty cool. Alright, well there it is. Like I said, $99.99. It's pretty cool. For what it's worth. Hope you guys liked this review. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below, let me know what you think. And we'll see you in the next review.